Okay, so we're there. Are we live? As a matter of fact, let me see.
I don't see that it said we did go live. I don't think so.
No, I
It
don't
says
see it.
live 12 seconds, 13 seconds. But don't we get
Oh,
a
we should do a countdown. Can we do the countdown?
we can do a countdown right now. It's like, all right,
Yeah,
we're getting
let's
ready
do
to
a quick
go.
countdown. Let's
But
do
I
a quick.
don't know when it's going to,
Oh, okay.
you know, and I didn't get a
Okay.
notification. Did you get
No,
one?
no. Mm-mm.
Hmm. Hmm. I am not getting a notification.
Okay. So I don't know. I don't know about this.
We're on.
We're on.
I see it on my phone.
Okay. I am trying to see if I can see it on mine. I don't want to go blind.
Kind of paused though. Oh no,
It's
yeah,
not.
it's good. We are live.
No, we are live.
How
Okay.
Phoebe Dynevor prepared for her role of a picture-perfect lady. Which cast member made Nicola Coughlan cry?
What are you doing? Oh,
To the iconic Mr. Darcy.
Oh, wait.
there it is. There it is.
I love it. We got a little music there that was unexpected.
Okay.
I am so sorry. I have too many things open on my computer. Okay. That's funny. That is so funny.
Okay. There it is. I just got a notification that it's live now.
All right, awesome.
Let's see.
I see it on my computer. I don't see it on my phone.
Well, it came on my phone instantly. Then it came on my iPad. Then my computer picked it up. But we're live
Okay.
now. Here we are. There it is. I just got a notification that it's live now.
All right, awesome. I see it on my computer. I don't see it on my phone.
Well, it came on my phone instantly.
See now,
It came on my iPad. Then my computer.
but it's not in real time.
It is in real time. You're not getting it in real time, but it is in real time.
Okay, I'm gonna turn it off because this is distracting. That's distracting. Mine is not on live. Well, we'll wait a couple of minutes to see if anybody joins us before we get started. I'm enjoying my wine while I'm waiting.
This I'm enjoying now. The first day I had it, it was meh. So I closed it up and put it away. I took a page out of your book where it says, well, if you don't have to drink it all at one time. If you don't like it, so I put it aside and then I opened it up again. I was like, it's better. Certain things do get better. Give it a minute. Let the oxygen get to it.
That's true. That's true. I felt that way about the Lafette du Rosé. I think when I first had it, had a bit of a bite to it that I didn't like. But then after I let it sit for a little bit, it was smoother. Or now I would not say not smooth, but it wasn't as bitter.
This one I still don't like I shouldn't say, well, I don't like the flavor. No, that's not it. It tastes like Welch's. And I just feel like my wine shouldn't taste like Welch's. But Welch's is definitely grape flavored.
I know. It reminds me of Manischewitz.
Yeah. This is Welch's. This is grape jelly, but this is white grape jelly.
Got it. Well, sweet. Okay. What does it look like? Because I can't see if anybody has joined us.
Not yet. I thought you meant this. What does this look like? So I'm holding it. That's why I'm holding this up. Yeah.
That's so clear.
It's got a little straw color, very light. Very light, very light.
You know what? Let me see if
that's what it is.
I can't only see the side of it. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah. It's a Moscato, so of course it's going to be sweet. This is what you get when you fill your punch card, your loyalty card on from
Oh,
Happy Cork. I took
got it.
this white instead of the red. This is the house wine that they have right now. So I got that one.
I am wondering if when you do an Instagram live, is that saved anywhere? I know I have access
Instagram
to
Live?
it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure that it does, but I'm trying to see if I can. Of course, I have never done it.
Okay, well, let's see.
Let's let's see. Okay. I have no idea how to do a live, but let me see. Nope, that's not it. I guess that's again something I need to practice because I have no. Oh wait,
Your hoodie tonight matches my scarf. I've got a
I
pink
love tie dye. I freaking love tie dye.
I
I
have
don't
a
know.
pink and silver. It's silver on one side. Your tie dye looks like it's silver. And then I have the with that same soft pink on the inside.
Oh, what is this?
See that? Yep.
This is real. No, these are Instagram reels.
That's
No, I don't.
exactly the same. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
It's exactly the same. But this is a solid silver, and that's what your tie dye looks like to me. A solid silver.
Discard. That is the weirdest thing.
With the bubble gum. Up at the top. Don't you have that option to just go live? Your story and then click on that?
Yeah, it would be, some kind of way I've gotten myself into. I
You're
got
on
myself
somebody else's.
real. Oh my gosh. Let's see. I see. No, that's message. That's add. No, that's just. Wait a minute. Maybe that's it. Post story reels. No, that's not it. I'm sure it's something really simple and I'm overlooking it, but that's me. It would be the complete obvious. And I'm like, where is it?
Yeah, I sometimes, when you're cooking, when I'm cooking, that happens a lot. I'm looking for the salt. I know it's in front of me, but I can't see it.
I have no idea. So we're going to move on from this. This will be something that we're going to have to just figure out. I see messages and the stuff that I'm familiar with,
Okay.
but because now where would it be?
Hey guys.
Who's that?
A Strap Leola.
Oh, hey girl. Well, you know what? Since we have her here, we can entertain her with our drinks in a movie. So
our drinks are
let's just get started. I will figure out, and maybe we're doing our Bridgerton talk, and maybe she'll give me a call and help me figure out how to do Instagram Live, unless you want to do it on your end.
I don't know how to do that.
You want to try it? No?
No.
Okay. Too much production stuff. Okay.
I'm pushing these buttons today.
Yeah, all right. I know, my bad. And I'm so mad at myself. But all right. We wanna continue on. So hello, Miss A Strap Leola girl. We appreciate you.
We really do.
Today's show is a continuation of our Friday night series called A Drink in a Movie.
Drink in a movie. And what's today's movie?
Well, first, let's go back so that people can understand. This is a bit of a departure from what we normally do at Urban Booz, where we are pairing our food with, whatever we're drinking, whatever's in our pantry. And so what we're going to do now, what we'd like to do is now we're going to pair a drink with a movie, hence drinking a movie. And today's movie or series that we binged on to do this show today is Bridgerton.
Bridgerton.
The stuff that everybody was talking about, and I was so trying to avoid it. Okay?
Yes, Peggy was like, I don't want to watch that. Why would I want to watch that?
Yeah, I really didn't want to watch it, and but I thought it was like a Netflix version of 50 Shades of Grey, because everybody talked about the sex. So I was truly expecting to be blown away, but I wasn't.
Well, I thought it was going to be, which was a Netflix version of Downton Abbey, which it kind of
Mhm.
was. It's a period piece. It's in England. It's
Well, but
the
it's yeah.
hoity-toity set.
Well, certainly, obviously, a Shondaland production
Mm-hmm.
inspired by a book series that was already out, and I didn't know that until I looked it up. What is her name? Julia Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
The Bridgerton series is actually called the Bridgerton Collection. Sorry, I had to look at my notes. And
Well, I
is-
just put it up, and I will take it down.
isn't that beautiful? Isn't Look at them? They're beautiful.
They're
She
pretty.
was
They're pretty
very
people.
pretty.
Mm-hmm.
She is the typical version of what is considered, beautiful, during those times. Look at that. So there you see
The
you know,
books, yeah.
a few of the books that was influenced by the series. And certainly you can see that, Shonda Rhimes had her hand in everything just by the depiction of that utopian world where both Black and white people lived together and
Mm-hmm.
colorism wasn't an issue. It was more classism. So, it's one of those Harlequin romances kicked up a couple of notches, perhaps. Uh,
Well, I definitely got messages that were not typical in there,
right.
that she kind of hammered certain things home. But what are
Mhm.
you drinking? What did it inspire you to drink?
Okay. After binging on all, what was it, 5 episodes? I have no idea. It was a lot.
8.
I got this drink. Well, let me hold up the bottle because this is actually a favorite of mine. Looking at this, it made me, can you see it?
I can see it. Wait,
hard.
turn it the other way. There you go. There you go. There you go.
This is Mark. Ooh, I'm
I know.
sorry.
There you go. I got it.
Bam.
Mhm.
Markovich Estate sweet wet red wine. And why it inspired me? Because it's bold, it's rich, and it's spicy. That summed up the series in a glass for me.
Well,
All right, so what do you have? What do you have?
can you see? It's almost clear. Yes, there were some of us in it, but it's real white. However, it is a. There we go. It's a South African white, a Moscato. So it's white and it's sweet.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So it was.
Okay.
So you're summing up the series as being white and sweet.
Yeah. I mean, it was fine. It was white. I'll watch. I'll watch the second season.
Yeah.
But there was a lot going on there that wasn't the main part, but I really took some of the big parts away from it.
All right.
Some of the things, but you go first, and I'll talk about what I didn't like.
All right. Well, the 800-pound gorilla, that I need to kind of speak on.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a lot of people out there that's just not having good sex. Because I looked at those sex scenes and I was truly not impressed. Because see, he would have hit the road jack for me. Like what? So I mean, even 50 Shades of Grey had some level of passion there that made it interesting, titillating, if you will. But here I just looked and I'm like, So okay, so this was, he had issues. But I liked the complexity of the character played by, what was that child's name? Daphne. Is that her name, Daphne?
Daphne, the character named Daphne.
Right. Mm-hmm. I like the complexity because she had to be manipulative and she did control a lot of her power. So I admired that. So she just wasn't that weak damsel in distress. It was truly a chess game that she was really clearly playing well, even when the odds were against her. Right. And I loved the queen. She was so bitchy. I was like, yeah.
But the queen was playing the master. The queen and the aunt, they were playing Master Series chess. And Daphne was just, well, I have learned how to play chess, and I play parlor chess.
She was playing backgammon.
Compared to what they were playing, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then like the cousin that came to town, she was playing chess, but she wasn't really. Oh, A-Strapped is hilarious. She's gonna have a sparkling biracial rosé. Oh, that's hilarious. Mm-hmm.
That is hilarious. Oh
because
my
she's
God.
talking about the cast, the characters, the actors hired to play, and everybody was great. Everybody, actually, they were all fine. And when I, like, Peggy asked me what I thought, and I said, well, it's fine. It's just fine, you know. And you can be snarky with it or not so snarky. But they, all the women, the black women were light black women. The black men,
Well, no, except for the one that actually took care of the Viscount, Simon,
right? The aunt, the
the
aunt.
aunt. I loved her with them eyebrows. I was like, you go, girl, with them eyebrows.
Yeah, yeah, I liked her, except
And
for
forgive
her.
me, y'all. I'm trying to see if I could get on Instagram to say,
Yeah.
okay, again, I'm technically challenged. A-strap girl, you need to call me and help me out.
Well, they were all, you know, the black women, and who was that? The queen and the cousin, who were
Mm-hmm.
the, I would call the black women love interest, were light. The even the boxer's wife,
Mm-hmm.
right? Even the boxer's
Right,
wife,
right, right.
you know, and I liked that family because she was playing master chess. She
Oh.
understood, and she said,
Mm-hmm.
this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm playing. He understands it, and he's not even going to play. He's just going to let me play and accept what I say. And he was smart enough to do that. But the others, they were not, you know.
Right, and I
Daphne, you know, that one part where towards the end where the cousin is trying to explain why she went after Daphne's younger brother, and she
yeah.
says, well, look, he would know that it was not, but then we would have more, and I would be married to a kind man. And then he tells her that too. Why didn't you just tell me? I would have still married you. We still would have had this. But the
Mm-hmm.
brother comes for her, her lover's brother, who is
Mm-hmm.
more a more established man. You know, he's higher up in rank because he's the older brother. He comes for her. She doesn't know that he's nice. She doesn't know that he's going to
Wait a
take.
minute, which character was that? I'm losing it because when you say, I'm thinking of Eloise's friend, the little girl with the red hair.
No,
Who are
no,
you
not.
talking about?
I'm talking about the cousin. Remember the girl, the black girl
Yes,
they had. So the
right.
cousin. So
Yes, yeah.
so the her mother writes and just says her mother, and Eloise figures it out too. Eloise is like, hey, this is, or Eloise's friend, the red haired girl, figures it out, and she says he didn't even write this. But then the guy's brother comes and says, you know, I'll take care of you. Marry me. This way I know that your child, my nephew, will be well taken care of. My brother loved you. I'm going to take care of you. And
Right,
she didn't
right.
want to marry him.
Well, because she didn't know him. And quite frankly, I mean, yeah, that young Bridgerton was like, I would have married you.
Mm-hmm.
He did love her, but it was such cloak and dagger and smoke and mirrors in that you really didn't know anyone's true intent until it got to that point of no return.
And that
There's
was
no
what I
way
liked.
that black girl would have known. What happened?
I don't know. You stop talking.
Are we having a glitch?
No, we're not having a glitch. You're fine.
You stop talking.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Okay.
Okay, I can hear you. I can hear you fine. So,
Mm-hmm.
right. So here's the thing. The cousin says to Daphne, hey, when you sent the letter, did you put your husband's name on the letter? Because no one's paying attention to you. You're just the Duchess.
Yeah.
And she
That
was
was
right.
so deep. That was so deep.
But that was the whole thing. These women were all jockeying for position, and
Every last one of them.
And Daphne took a risk in being honest with the Duke. She says, hey, I need
Yeah.
this. And he took a risk in
Mhm.
being honest with her. Because even
Yeah.
her little friend, the blonde haired one, who was the rich friend, who
Yes.
she was all, hey, I'm going to tell. She's like, you couldn't see. She's like, I saw from the window. She's like, all right, fine. And then later when she sees her, she says, now what do you want to do? Are we going to be friends, or are you going to make an enemy of a duchess? Because I'm going to be a duchess.
True.
So
I mean,
what's
you
your
know
plan?
what? It took turns, twists and turns that made the show very interesting. I at some point got a little annoyed and bothered with, the Duke. I got tired of him, and his, his vow to his dying father, who, okay, can I just say something? His father looked like a gorilla. Like, I was a little like, why did he have to look like that?
Right.
Like, why did he have to look like that? If you're going to show a
they did that,
man, why couldn't he have been as handsome as everyone else?
Right.
But okay, that was just my take on it. He's probably an amazing actor, but I couldn't get over the fact that
we couldn't tell because of the
I couldn't get past the monkeyness of it all. I was like, Lord.
But maybe what they wanted to show was that he got a wife that, because men are always, fighting above their weight when it comes to that.
Mm-hmm.
And he was clearly fighting above his weight when because this was a lovely woman who would do anything to get him his son. It cost her her life, but she did it. So, and she was beautiful. So always, fighting above his weight.
She was beautiful and biracial. And to your point, A-Strap, that's truly a drink that we should have had a mixture. We should have had a mixture drink.
We should have had a rosé, yeah.
We should have had a rosé for this.
Or a blend or something. Some kind of blend.
Encapsulated what that show was.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see. Let's see what season 2 brings us. This baby is gonna change the marriage.
No.
I've been seeing little things on YouTube about, is the baby going to change the marriage? What other plots and twists are they going to show? I thought, I thought a good, effort for Shonda with this mega deal with Netflix. I'm sure that ABC got a little upset, which I think was reflected in the fact that there were no Global Globe nominations. Totally a snub, total snub. But then they got 2 nominations.
SAG nominations. Ensemble.
Out of everything, only 2. That's still a slight snub.
It's a snub, but you know what? Netflix. I don't want to say Netflix doesn't care about that, but Netflix will make a point of everybody watch this thing. Everybody all over the world. Nobody is watching HBO like this. Nobody is watching ABC like this. And they keep saying, since December when this thing was released, everybody's been watching. Everybody.
Let me see if I can see the screen without my glasses. It's hard to see the computer now without glasses on.
but see, and that's the thing. So it's like,
see it.
ABC, they can snub them as much as they want, but everybody's watching.
That's true. So, so look, this is Urban Booz's take on it. I think that it was interesting. It didn't blow me away by what I had heard everyone say. I mean, and I told you, Laura, the only reason why I even thought about looking at this show was that I saw an interview probably on one of those talk shows, those Hollywood, Access Hollywood, one of those gossip shows, and they just really wanted the fact that that the actor who played Simon and the actress that played Daphne, that they had something going on. And when they said, "Oh, we see that you have chemistry and you look so well on screen," of course, I didn't really see the chemistry, but that's the whole thing. And he said, "It's acting," and I said, "Okay, I want to see this daggone show." And I think the fact that we saw so many men's butts, okay, it was spicy. I didn't necessarily like I didn't like the trajectory of the fighters. The fighter's role in the movie. He was strong, upstanding, honorable,
and broke.
And then fast forward, he throws a fight. You didn't even know that his family was that poor and destitute. I had a little issue with that because they didn't fill that part in.
They showed that they were not of that class. These were working people, and they were broke. But
I didn't get the broke part. I got the working class.
Well, I got that, but he was trying to. He says, "Look, if I do this, then because I can't keep fighting like this. I can open up a school, but I don't have enough money to open up a school. I can do it, but I don't have, So by throwing the fight, made it so that he didn't have to keep boxing like that. He could open a school. It gave them a foundation, and that's what he said he wanted.
Drowsy. Okay. I must have been drowsy and missed that part.
Well, but then of course the Duke, he's like, why didn't you just ask me for the money? And it's like, why didn't you just see what the man was telling you? And that was the thing. But that is the upper crust, wealthy people. They see their friends struggling. It's like, you can give me money. Why can't you
Guess
give me
what?
money? They never do.
The Duke was so self-absorbed in himself. He would have never seen what his friend was going through.
Right.
He didn't see it because
even when the wife talked to him, the wife, when he came and they're sitting there talking, and he didn't get it. He didn't get a thing.
No, he was self-absorbed. He just, and I was like, okay, whatever, whatever, man, whatever.
Yeah.
But again, still interestingly enough for me to see what's going on with season 2 and to see,
well, they
where
kind of named who Lady Whistledown was, right?
Right. It was Eloise's friend.
But I don't think. See, she was smart in the fact that she loved the younger brother, but
loved Colin.
Right.
She annoyed me.
But she would never say it. She's telling everybody else to speak, but she doesn't speak. She's putting everybody else's business out there. She won't put her heart on the line. Exactly. Then when Eloise says, "Hey, we can do what Lady Whistledown does," and she's like, "We can't do that." She must have been in her father's finances, because he didn't. So? He was a mess. How did she pay? She never charged for the paper. The little boy delivered the paper. She never charged for the paper. And she had to pay.
He collected money. I saw in some cases. Didn't you see where he collected money at some point?
So at some point later, but in the very beginning, they were just giving this thing out. She had to pay the printer before then. She had to pay the printer every time. So how is it that she paid the printer and they never had any money?
I totally missed that. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be completely honest. I totally missed that part.
Well, I didn't miss that.
People were paying, but that's the whole point of marketing. She got the demand, and people wanted to see what was she going to say next, and then people started paying that little boy. Right. Quite clever, but I didn't think.
But to start it up,
to be Miss Whistledown, only because she was so caught up into Colin and making sure that relationship didn't happen with her cousin.
Right.
She was so wrapped up into that, which is why I had never thought. I would have never imagined that she was Miss Whistledown. I was like, oh, she's so immature.
Right. She was too immature, too unaware of, too unaware. I did like her mother, though. Her mother was manipulative, but it's like she was in a certain position and she was playing a long game of chess, too. She was definitely playing the long game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She was playing the game.
Yeah.
She was playing the game. What I didn't get, one other part that I thought that was a miss, and maybe it got left on the editing floor, was that scene where her husband went to the man who had his face cut up clearly, and they locked the door. Okay. And then when they, said he was dead, obviously they poisoned him. Why? I have no idea. Because he finally won?
No. It's a gambling.
But then she went to the bank.
Say it again.
And so he took all that money to pay him. But think about it. He took all the money, he paid them, and they still killed him?
He didn't pay them. They realized what they said to him in the beginning. He says, look, I'm going to give you my house. He said, why are you gambling with us? That means nobody else will take a bet from you. All the respectable people won't bet with you. That's why you're gambling with us, and you're going to take the loan from us. He was like, look, take my house if I lose. Because he's a known loser. He didn't lose. He bet his house. Why didn't he lose? And he's a terrible gambler. He loses all the time because he fixed it. And they knew.
We know he fixed it.
But they knew, they figured it out too. Because how is it that this guy, the boxer
who's been beating everybody's behind.
Right, who's been beating everybody's behind finally falls down to this guy? Yeah. The day that guy places a huge bet? No.
But where's all the money?
He gave half to the boxer and he took half home. Remember, she says, this is only half. She's like, well, where's the rest? He's like, I had to, I had other things I had to pay for. This was only half. That's why they killed him.
Okay, but then guess what? And then they paid their debt to the dressmaker. She
Mm-hmm.
thought there would be some more left. Remember when she ran into the office?
Right.
The money was gone. Like there was no money left.
Because he was hanging out. He was already back out gambling.
He was already okay. You know, maybe that was a brain fart for me because I'm like, where the hell's the money?
He took it and went back out because he said there's more where that came from. In his head, he's going to keep gambling and betting, and it's going to be he's on a winning streak now.
Well, y'all, you know, look, we have sliced and diced this ding dong series.
Mm-hmm.
It was definitely interesting. I say bravo to Shonda. Bravo. Go girl.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have some more like true brown people there, not mixtures, the one with the hair. Okay, because you know, we need to see us there. Okay, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We only saw the one woman who took care of the Duke, and you know, she was fierce. Miss, what was it, lady? What was her name?
I don't remember her name. She was fierce. I loved her with her cane. Go get
Loved
me a
her
drink.
with her cane. And everybody was afraid of her and afraid of turning down her you know, her invitation.
Right.
I'm looking forward to seeing more of that. I hope that the Duke doesn't turn into a wuss, but clearly he is a hot mess.
Well, the older brothers are very interesting. The brothers are now interesting.
I really like the older brother. I liked him and I fell for him when Miss Opera Singer was like, boo boo.
He hadn't grown up and she knew what she needed. Her life is her life is moving on. He can play his game.
I felt bad for him. I was like, oh, she turned him down.
I didn't feel bad for him. I didn't feel bad because he was still thinking, well, maybe I won't be the oldest son. Maybe I'll abdicate. There's 2 other brothers. Let them deal with it. You know, have the kids and the rest. I can't. And, you know, maybe he would, maybe he wouldn't. He didn't have any spine. He didn't even know. Remember, he engaged the Daphne off to that knucklehead man. He had no idea.
He looked like a rat.
The old guy, he had no idea. He was like, look, he'll be fine. He'll take care of you. I've investigated him. He's got no gambling debts. He's fine. And it's like,
well, that was as far as it was, gambling debts. But you know what? I like, you know, the way that Shonda has kind of sprinkled in her little fairy dust in it. She is well known for her longevity in series. I mean, look at Grey's Anatomy, still going strong. You know, How to Get Away with Murder. You know, that
Scandal
had a good ride. And of course, Scandal. Scandal.
That was my show.
Okay, so you know, I'm interested in seeing how she gets inspired by this book series. You know, this was Urban Boo's take on a drink and a movie. I hope you guys enjoyed our talk, and you know, hopefully this will catch on like wildfire, and people will join the conversation and jump in, and you know, and have fun with us. Next week we're going to talk about Miss Wendy.
Wendy Williams.
How
you doing?
How you doing? Which I always. Well, okay, I'm gonna keep my thought on that. You know, I wasn't a big fan of Wendy's, so that movie gave me a lot of insight. So we'll go and we'll dig in a little deep about that. But until next time,
we are exploring.
This is Urban Boo signing off with our drinks in the movie.
Yep, and we're exploring what's good as always.
By sip.
By sip. Okay.
Sip by sip.
We can figure it out. There we go. Cheers. Okay.